Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive. Today, we're diving deep into something I think many of us have just, well, accepted for years. That idea that, packing your bags, heading overseas, that studying abroad is really the only way to get a truly world-class education and land those amazing global jobs. It's almost been a rite of passage, hasn't it? But what if that picture isn't quite accurate anymore? What if there's this, powerful shift happening, maybe quietly, that's changing what global success in education actually looks like?
That's exactly what we want to explore today. Our mission, really, for this deep dive is to unpack this emerging truth about India's growing role in global education. We've looked at the latest information to give you, the listener, a really clear view of how competitive things are becoming right at home.
And it feels like it's changing fast. I mean, for generations studying overseas, the US, UK, Canada, Australia, that was the dream, right?
Definitely. The prestige, the global exposure.
Exactly, and the promise of better jobs. But looking at things now, does that perception still hold up?
Yeah.
Entirely.
Well, what's fascinating here and what our exploration really shows is how that traditional story is being seriously challenged. It's challenged by new economic realities, geopolitical shifts.
So the answer is leaning towards no. Studying abroad isn't the only game in town anymore.
Increasingly, yes, the answer is becoming no. It's definitely not the only path. The reality is you've got these soaring tuition fees overseas, immigration policies that are getting tighter, and just the sheer cost of living abroad is making families, pause and really reconsider. It's a major reevaluation, and this is where India is stepping up. And it's not just about catching up. What we're seeing is India emerging as a genuine global hub for education and careers, offering quality education, often at a tiny fraction of the overseas cost.
Okay.
Plus, you have globally ranked institutions, strong links with industry, and these growing research ecosystems that are really attracting talent.
Right, because that's often the first question, isn't it, Quality?
Yes.
Can Indian institutions really compete globally? What does the data actually say about the standard of education there?
It's a fair question. And the information we've seen paints a pretty impressive picture of academic strength. If you look at India's top universities and institutes, their names are becoming known worldwide. Take engineering, computer science, tech innovation. You've got the Indian Institutes of Technology, the IITs, premier institutions, and their entrance exams are famously tough, ensuring a really high caliber of students.
Creates a strong peer group, too, I imagine.
Exactly. Then for business leadership, MBAs, the Indian Institutes of Management, the IIMs, they're consistently ranked among the best B schools globally. Their curriculum is right up there.
Okay.
And in science and engineering research, the Indian Institute of Science, ISE, in Bangalore, it's India's leading research university, doing some really groundbreaking work.
And medicine.
Yes, medicine. The biggest name is undoubtedly the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS. Sets the standard, really. But it's not just STEM. For liberal arts, social sciences, you have leading places like Jawaharlal Nehru University, JNU, and the University of Delhi, DU. And importantly, there's this new wave of private universities, places like Ashoka University, UP Jindal Global University, offering genuinely world-class liberal arts, law, often with international faculty and curricula.
Interesting.
And, this focus on quality development, it starts even earlier. At the K-12 level, prestigious schools like Doon, TISB, Mayo College, Modern School, Rishi Valley, they often use global curricula like IB, IGCSE.
So they're preparing students for both routes, Indian and global universities.
Precisely. Building a strong foundation that's adaptable. It's just
Okay,
cheap.
that gives a good sense of the academic side. But let's talk brass tacks. Money. For families making this decision, cost is huge. So, okay, let's unpack this. What's the real cost comparison India versus abroad?
Right. And the difference is, well, it's massive. The figures really highlight it. Let's just look at annual tuition.
Go on.
In India, a public university might be, say, $500,000 to maybe 5 lakh rupees a year. So that's roughly, what, 600 to 6,000 US dollars?
Wow, okay.
Private universities in India, maybe more like 8 to 12 lakh rupees.
Yeah.
So about 9,600, 14,400 USD. Still.
Still much lower than abroad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because compare that to the US, UK, Canada, Australia. You're typically looking at 20 to 45 lakh rupees per year. That's 24,000 to 54,000 USD. Just for tuition.
That's a huge gap right off the bat.
It is. And then add living expenses. In India, maybe 1.5 to 4 lakh rupees a year, $1,800 to $4,800 USD. Abroad, easily 8 to 15 lakh rupees. $9,600 to $18,000 USD.
So when you total it up for a degree.
Yeah, let's say a 4-year undergraduate degree. In India, total cost might be somewhere between 10 and 25 lakh rupees. That's $12,000 to $30,000 USD total.
Okay. And abroad.
Abroad, you're often looking at 1 to 2 crore rupees. That's 10 to 20 million rupees, or about 120,000 to 240,000 USD.
Goodness, that's potentially 10 times more.
Minimum, often. And it's similar for postgraduate, too. An MBA from a top IM. Maybe 15 to 25 lakh rupees, 18K, 30K USD. Abroad, it can easily be 60 lakh to 1.2 crore rupees, 72K, 144K USD.
And just day-to-day living, monthly costs.
Again, big difference. Maybe 15,000 to 35,000 a month in India, 184, 120 USD, compared to potentially 1.2 lakh to 3 lakh, $1,443, $1,600 USD a month abroad. Now, initial job offers from places like IITs, IAMs, they're good, 10 to 50 lakh per year. Abroad, the starting salary might look higher on paper, maybe 60 lakh to 1 crore, but
that's where it gets tricky, right? You hear that 1 crore salary sounds incredible, the dream, but what does it really mean after you pay for everything? It can be misleading.
absolutely misleading. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it highlights that a high nominal salary doesn't automatically mean a better life or more financial stability overseas. Let's take that Euro war salary, maybe $120,000, $130,000 USD a year in the US. Sounds great.
Sure does.
But then you factor in the cost of living, especially those major hubs, San Francisco, New York, London.
Yeah, rent alone must be huge.
Exactly. Rent for just a 1-bedroom place, a 1 BHK in a city like SF or NYC could easily be 2.5 to 4 lakh per month. That's 3,000 to 4,000 to 4,800 USD monthly.
Wow.
Then health insurance, often a hidden cost. People forget. Maybe another 30,000 to 50,000 a month, $600 USD.
Yeah.
Utilities, groceries, transport, maybe another 80,000 to 1.2 lakh monthly.
And the taxman hasn't even taken his cut yet.
Precisely. That's the kicker. Taxes.
Yeah.
Federal, state taxes in the U.S. You could easily lose 30%, maybe 35% of your gross salary.
Okay.
So you do the math. After taxes, after just basic living costs, that impressive Euro 1 crore package might only leave you with, say, 30 to or 40 lakh in actual disposable income,
Okay.
what you can actually save or spend freely.
It's a very different number.
It is. Now compare that to earning a regular lakh in India, maybe after graduating from an IIT or IMM. With that income, given the lower cost of living, you can likely achieve a very comparable, maybe even better standard of living.
Right.
You've got real savings potential, you often have a stronger social support network, family close by, and crucially, you're likely free from massive student debt, and you don't have to worry about currency exchange rates eating into your savings.
It really reframes that big overseas number.
It absolutely does.
Okay, so the finances make sense. But what about the actual career paths after graduation? Is India still seen as just a starting point, or are the long-term global opportunities genuinely comparable now?
The career scene in India is, well, it's booming. And perceptions really need to catch up. The data shows top global firms, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, McKinsey, they're all actively recruiting top talent directly from Indian campuses. For significant roles, too.
Not just back office stuff anymore.
No, not at all. Plus, India is now the world's 3rd largest startup hub. That means it's an incredibly dynamic ecosystem, especially in tech, fintech, e-commerce. Yeah. Huge opportunities there. And don't forget traditional strongholds. Government jobs, roles in public sector units, PSUs, academia. These are still very viable, respected, and rewarding career paths in India. The job market is adapting fast to AI, data science, finance, design. It's really diversified.
So the opportunities are there. What about the flip side, the challenges of building a career after studying abroad?
That's where we need to be realistic. This raises an important question. Is that perceived global opportunity truly accessible and beneficial long-term for everyone? An international degree can open doors, yes, but often with major hurdles.
Like visas.
Exactly. Visa restrictions are a big one, especially in US and UK right now. They can really limit your long-term certainty. Post-study work rights might be shrinking or have conditions attached. It makes settling down harder. And, as we just discussed, even if you get a good job, high taxes and potentially crippling student loan debt can seriously eat into the financial benefits. It's not always the golden ticket it's made out to be.
So putting it all together, the quality education, the huge cost savings, the vibrant job market, what are the core reasons why staying in India for higher education is becoming such a compelling option?
I think it boils down to a few key advantages. First, affordable and world-class education. You're not trading quality for cost anymore. The value is just incredible. Second, those tough entrance exams for top institutes. They create this amazing peer group and a really stimulating academic environment.
Okay.
Third, there's real homegrown innovation happening in education and research in India now. It's not just copying, it's leading in some areas. Fourth, there are more and more collaborations with global universities, so you can still get international exposure without the massive cost or upheaval.
And a personal side.
That's fifth, and really important. Less financial burden means less stress. And having that family and social support system close by, that's invaluable for well-being and success, something people often underestimate when they plan to go abroad.
So, in brief, we've really explored how India is stepping up, emerging as a serious global player in education and careers, offering top-notch opportunities right here, often with significant financial and, well, personal benefits compared to the old default of studying overseas. We've looked at the institutions, the real costs, the job scene.
It definitely suggests that before jumping at that foreign degree with a huge price tag, it's worth asking seriously, why leave? Especially when so much of the future is being built right here in India.
A powerful thought. We hope this deep dive has given you plenty to think about on this important topic. All the best.
And we will meet again with another important matter again.
Absolutely. We will meet again with another important subject in the next meeting.